Welcome one and all in here, out there, all around the world to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. It was a huge day in Washington, D.C., because at long last, President Joe Biden has released his new budget. And on Capitol Hill, the drama was palpable.
The budget of Joe Biden is out! The budget is out! Biden calls for cash.
And Congress will answer.
The answer is no. The New York Times describes Biden's budget as dead on arrival. Dead on arrival is pretty harsh coming from a newspaper. My newspaper used to come delivered in a plastic bag. Now it comes in a little casket. But it's true. The GOP quickly rejected Biden's budget because they prefer deep cuts to health care, food assistance, and housing programs for poor Americans. Yes. Now, it just reflects the bedrock Judeo-Christian values of the Republican Party and echoes the words of our Lord. For I was hungry, and you said, hey, who gave you that free food? Slap that fish out of his dirty little mouth. Now, shut your dirty little mouth. Now, Biden knows his proposals are unpopular with the GOP, and he don't care. Reportedly, the White House sees no downside whatsoever to throwing out things that would never pass the Republican-controlled House. The fight is the point. Come at me, GOP, come on. I said, come on. I trained with all the greats, the Pennsylvania Pummeler, the Scranton Scrapper, Kaiser Wilhelm. Come on! Get a knuckle sandwich with the whitest bread you've ever tasted. Come on, Jack Dempsey. There's also news about the former president and his insatiable need for cash and external validation because he's announced plans to publish a book of letters. Well, I mean, it's good to know he's finally learned his letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, person, woman, man, camera, TV. It's actually, thank you, yeah, I've been working on it.
Nice tone.
Halfway there. It's actually a book of correspondence written to him, so naturally the cover features him writing a letter. Seems a little weird, but writing letters to yourself is a lost art. We all remember this moving moment in Ken Burns' Civil War.
My dearest me, I long to see your sweet face again, but my mirror broke the other day. How I miss the tender caress of your fingers on my skin. But there's too many other soldiers in this tent, and it would be weird. Forever yours, you.
Also, Jim, can we put that cover up again? Look at that lettering in the title. I believe it's the first book whose title is written in Cheese Whiz. The book includes... Sure, why not? There you go. Now, you may be thinking, hey, Steve, this book sounds like another one of our greedy ex-president's shameless cash grabs, and you would think real good, because this book he didn't write cost $99. Yes, it sounds expensive, but how should he know? He's never bought a book. Speaking of some of that. So I got a little something. Speaking of amoral grifters, Fox News. It's been a bad couple of weeks for the Fox fascists and friends. In their legal filings, Dominion Voting Systems revealed that the network's upper management and hosts like Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson never believed the former president's election lies, but promoted them anyway. They even mocked the network's own reporters for correctly calling the 2020 election for Biden. Turns out those reporters are incredibly angry that these revelations will further sully the reputation of the network's straight news journalists. Really? Really? That's like the people at Taco Bell worrying that the Cool Ranch and fiery Doritos Locos Tacos is going to further sully the reputation of their ass-blasting salt pockets. Now, I could go for one. Fourth meal. One Fox staffer described the revelations as soul-crushing. Oh, it's nice to know someone there still has a soul. Because we know so few of them have a brain. Jimmy, can we zoom in? Another Fox employee commented on the low morale, saying, "It's just a really bad time to be working here." Yes, unlike the golden age of their journalism, warning us about woke Legos and longing for Mr. Potato Head's lost penis. Also, that was an exclusive. In search of Mr. Potato Head's sad story. Also, you know what you can do if it's a really bad time to be working at Fox News? You can quit. It's legal. You're not handcuffed to a radiator in the basement. Unless you are. I mean, that would explain the Fox News HR onboarding video.
Welcome to Fox News. I trained you to Tucker Carlson, and the key is inside your eyeball. There will be cake in the break room later.
We've got a doozy of a story out of Arkansas, thanks to Republican governor and lady at the funeral getting ready to fight the body, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. And this story's for the whole family because earlier this week, Huckagov signed a law loosening child labor protections. Oh, good. Children have been out of the labor market for too long. I mean, today's kids don't know a damn thing about changing bobbins down at the mill. They're all like, oh, I need 10 fingers to play Xbox. Now, for the record, it was already legal for kids as young as 14 to work in Arkansas, but this law eliminates requirements for the state to verify the age of children younger than 16 before they can take a job. Always a good sign when it's easier for a teen to get a job at a meat processing plant than get into a bar. Hold on, kid. Can I see some ID? I'm just pulling your leg. What is this, Applebee's? Now take this machete and break down that hog carcass. Go on. Come on. Don't cry. Governor Huckabee isn't the only Republican hopping on the pro-labor child bandwagon. A GOP bill in Ohio with bipartisan support would allow minors to work year-round until 9 p.m. And in Iowa, Republicans have sponsored a bill that would allow 14 and 15-year-olds to work certain jobs in meat packing plants. 14 years old. For reference, this is me at 14. Would you really want that kid mechanically separating your chicken parts? Really? These bills loosen protections in some of the most dangerous workplaces. Case in point, Iowa's bill would allow students to work in places like mines if those jobs are part of a work-based learning program. Oh, you can learn a lot by working in the mines, like why we used to have laws to keep kids from working in mines. The Iowa bill, about 100 years?
Yeah.
About 100 years we've had those laws, something like that. The Iowa bill would also allow 16 and 17-year-olds to serve alcohol. Not only is that dangerous, do you really want to trust your cocktail to a 16-year-old bartender? Here you go, sir. Blue Gatorade and my dad's gin served in a Poland Spring bottle. If you keep the cap on, you can sneak it into the game. These bills are part of a nationwide problem. In recent New York Times investigation found that migrant child labor is running rampant, and the Department of Labor has seen nearly 70% increase in child labor violations since 2018. So instead of penalizing those companies, Republicans have decided to just change the rules. It's a political strategy called playing a board game with a 6-year-old. No, you didn't win, Mom. There's a new rule that says you can only win if your name is Devin. Okay, Mom, we'll finish this game tomorrow. I gotta go break down a hog carcass. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, plus more of my interview with Steven Colbert and John Williams. But when we come back, it's a meanwhile, y'all.